Here's how the report goes. We had 5 guys DMP. Verdier with a knee, Stewart with a neck, Shane Ray with an ankle wrist, Royce Freeman with an ankle, Deshaun Hamilton with a knee, and we had 3 guys limited. Nico Fala, he's in the protocol still. He's doing well though. Brandon Marshall with a knee and Von Miller with an ankle. He was limited today. Questions?
Did Boss think come up in practice yesterday? Or?
It happened in practice today, but it's very minor.
So if you're healthy, you're playing pretty much?
I'm sorry?
If you're healthy, you're dressing?
This week?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got some guys nicked up. It's week, what week is it, 8? That's expected. It happens in this league. That's why you have backups, you have a roster. So next man up. Let's go.
And what have you seen from Isaiah McKenzie that earned him his promotion back to the 52-man roster?
Isaiah's been working very hard. I mean, he's got a skill set you can't teach, and that's speed. So when you can add a guy with that kind of speed, it's always a good thing.
What can you do to return?
We'll see. He's one of the options, obviously. Adam Jones is back also, so we got some options there, which is good.
With Kelsey and Hill and Mahomes, I think people sometimes forget that Kareem Hunt is what he's done the last few weeks.
Yeah, I think Hunt's the guy. I mean, he makes it all go. If you don't stop Hunt, you have no chance stopping the pass game because you can't control the game. So I think Hunt, he's the guy as far as getting his offense stopped against us a month ago. He made most of the big plays at the critical moments. Lots of the third downs. Obviously, the big run in the game for 45 yards, he made it. He made 4 guys miss. And as I watched the last month of the season, I mean, he is playing on a high level. He's a guy that breaks tackles. He's catching the ball. He's averaging like 15.5 yards a catch out of the backfield. So he's definitely a must-stop on Sunday morning.
Has your defense improved since you played him?
Yeah. It wasn't a bad defense then, Mike. Numbers sometimes are tricky in this league. When you're ahead by that much, their offense is scoring, almost 40 points a game. They're playing a lot of shell and prevent stuff. That's why the rushing yards have been big. But they can rush the passer. They take the ball away, and it's an aggressive scheme. So as I've watched this defense, they've never been bad in my mind. They've been a pretty good defense.
They've allowed the fewest sacks in the NFL. Is that in relation to both how Mahomes moves and manipulates the pocket and their line? And is the idea maybe pressure, not necessarily sacks?
I think it's 2 or 3-fold there. Those 2 tackles are really good players, Schwartz and Fisher. Okay, I mean, they're the best we've played since I've been here. They block us one-on-one from time to time, and they win a lot against us. So a combination of Mahomes getting rid of the ball quickly and the scheme. So I think it's a 3-pronged thing.
Vince, how rare is it for a guy 8 starts into his career to not beat himself the way this kid continues to do it week after week?
Right, you mean Mahomes? Yes, he's special. I mean, he's a natural passer of the football, and that makes him hard to stop. As he breaks contain, the arm angles he can use to release the football it's different. I mean, he's got some Brett Favre qualities where, you almost hope he stays in the pocket. Once he breaks the pocket, man, hell breaks loose. So it's our job to keep him in the pocket and make him play from the pocket. Hopefully this weekend, he's going to break contain from time to time, and when he does, we have to chase him and get him on the ground. Last time we played him, we couldn't get him on the ground. Okay, we had 2 and 3 rushers free. We had a lot of good schematic blitzes called, and he simply escaped. And he made a lot of big plays outside of the pocket. I watched that game 4 times, and the 2nd and 30, the 3rd and 18, that's all him. The throw he made moving to his left and throwing the ball in the parking lot, that's different. So we have to contain this guy and chase and contain him.
How do you manage the cornerbacks? Chris said just how it's a marathon of a game for the
Right.
cornerbacks when they have to cover twice. Is there anything that do you not play Chris if he plays in the first?
They don't manage corners. They got to run, right? Just like receivers. So, we have to match their speed. We have to match the vertical threats, and we have to play. Both sides will be tired, but we can't manage that. That's part of it.
Vance, what was the
That's a good question, though.
What was the decision to bring in Garrett Grayson on the practice squad?
Well, he's a guy that we've been tracking, here for a couple years. He fits the skill set that our quarterbacks have. He can move. He has a good arm. He's a very smart guy. He's been on an active roster with New Orleans 2 years, so he's got some experience. So, having that spot available, pushing Isaiah up to the roster and bringing in a guy of his caliber, that will help us in the future.
Todd Davis, a big reason why
went from struggling against the run for a couple games and then improved so much against Arizona?
Todd's been good all year for us. I mean, Todd's our captain. He's our Mike backer. He makes our calls, but Todd's been solid all year. You know, I think our run defense improvement is simply guys doing their jobs. You know, guys tackling, guys fitting their gaps, and some scheme, Mike, to be honest. Okay, some scheme also. So we have to continue to play that way versus this team again. You know, Hunt makes it go. So if we don't stop the run, it's going to be a long morning for us.
Why are they so good on first possessions of games and even the first possession of second halves? They've done amazing damage.
It's coaching and scheme. You know, and you know we have to come out obviously Sunday morning and give them looks they haven't seen. You know, if you give them looks they've studied and worked on all week, they're going to probably have success. So obviously your first drive, you want to, you know, if you have a couple curveballs, throw them early.
Last one, Jeff.
Hard to be aggressive against them, even though if you sit back, they do whatever.
Yeah. I think it's a good mix, Jeff. You know, you can't just rush forward with this guy. I mean, he'll pick you apart because he has great skill around him. You know, you got Samuel Watkins, who's his fourth threat, I should say. You know, so you know, I mean, he has great receivers. He has a tight end who's almost uncoverable by a safety or a backer. He has a halfback who can win out of the backfield. So you have to mix your calls. You rush 4, you rush 5, you rush 6, sometimes 7. So we'll see.
Thank you very much, Coach.